So, hello everybody. A warm welcome to our webinar about the Sustainable Tourism Management Master Program in Eberswalde at the university. A warm welcome from my side. I'm the head of the master program, and I'm a professor for tourism economics and marketing with a big focus on digital and ethics. So I would like to start with a quote, and this quote is, "Study is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think." So we are pleased that and welcome you warmly. And there are also two current international students here with me who will share their experiences on a later stage. So this is the structure, what we have prepared for you. We start with the why, the golden circle, and then the how, and then the what. We show you a little bit the curriculum, who is the team, what are your career opportunities, and the organization of the program, and some application informations. We will record this session. This would mean that you can also watch it later and again if you want. So if you are joining us, please put here in the chat from where you are joining us. This would be nice to see this. So we start with the why. So many areas are open to you if you start tourism management, and if you are focused on sustainable tourism management, you can go to a destination management area, or you can go to manage a protected area. You can go to a non-governmental organization, science, consulting. You can start your own company. You can go and work for a tour operator or with a tour operator in the gastronomy, or whatever is there in activities in the tourism industry. Tourism has a great potential to foster economic and also sustainable development. We put here some numbers together from the UNWTO. So there is a big economic dimension. There's a social dimension. We have a lot of workers, jobs in tourism. So worldwide, every 10th job is in tourism. We have also the cultural, the preservation of cultural heritage on this side. And we have on the ecological side, a raise of the awareness of what can we organize with a sustainable tourism to protect the environment. So the economic dimension means, on the other hand, on the darker side, that it is highly vulnerable. This means whenever there is a crisis, remember the corona pandemic, so people were not allowed to travel, and it hits the tourism industry very, very hard. But there's also a social dimension. On the dark side, we have a lot of precarious working conditions, especially for women. 60% of the people working in tourism worldwide are women, and they are still less paid, 1/3 less paid than men. So we have a cultural dark side. This means the exploitation of cultural heritage, and also an ecological problem side, the contribution to climate change or the destructions of ecosystems. But how can tourism be managed in order to use the potential for sustainable development, to use the management skills to change the development for better? So find it out in our program. So we show here on the right side pictures from our rooms with student and study situations. So first of all, I think the obtain management skills are here really taught, and also you can do a lot of exercises on your own. So you get different qualifications in scientific work. There are some modules about research methods, also design thinking. We have a lot of very good contacts to industry partner. We follow a critical thinking approach, and it's possible to do a semester abroad in our partner universities, and you get insights in real research projects of the professors, or you can do a research project on your own. So why is it important to study? So here on the picture you see this is a situation where I was in class with the students and we did a design thinking week. This means a industry partner comes and tells me this is our problem, and we try to organize the problem and do a research and present a solution in the end. So this is something that the students learn from the first day on, to work in groups together and be guided by us, but not, let's say, taught by us. You can do a lot of experiences on your own. So I saw that we have Georgia here, Istanbul, Amman. This is really great. Welcome to all of you. So we work in projects in the modules. This is really an important thing what we are doing. And we have many elective modules so that you can organize your individual profile. We have some directions, what we see how you can organize your profile, like destination management. A destination could be a country like Germany or like Turkey or whatever, but a destination could also be something like a museum or whatever. A destination is always in tourism that where people say, okay, we go there. You can go in the direction of tourism and nature conservation. This means you can work for biosphere reserves and manage that, like a visitor management there, or the management of all the different financial sources in a resort like that. This is also a very interesting and growing part of the tourism industry. Or you can look for CSR, corporate social responsibility, in different parts of the industry, or you can become an entrepreneur, like a social tourism entrepreneur, for example. Why Eberswalde? Eberswalde is a very small town. You can also ask our students later. It is consistent implementation of sustainability in our university since 2010. This year we were awarded by the German Sustainability Award. It's a small university. We only have 2,300 students at the moment, so everybody knows each other. It's like a family. Small study groups. We have from 10 to 20 people in one semester. This means you are doing a group work with a very small group and approachable lecturers. So we have a green surrounding here, and still you are very near to Berlin. So I live in Berlin. It's 60 kilometers away from the university. Are there any questions till here now from the audience? It doesn't seem so. So when you have questions, you can also type it in, and I will make a break in between. So now, Peyman and Shakayeka joining us. They are studying at the moment in Eberswalde, and I invite you on stage, Peyman. And yeah, Peyman is here. Hello, and Shakayek also is coming. So we discussed in the beginning of when we started planning, this session, what could be interesting topics. And Peyman said maybe he wants to share why he chose to study at the University Eberswalde in this specific program?
Yes. Well, first of all, I would like to say hello to everybody. I hope that you are doing great. Yeah, the reason I choose HNA or this university was because it is widely recognized for its focus on sustainability. And this is a field which I'm so passionate about. And when I was searching for universities all over in Germany, I find out that this university is one of the Germany's leading institutions, among others, basically on environmental studies. And the program itself, the one thing which was so interesting for me was its disciplinary among combining social, ecological, or even economic perspectives. And when you are studying this program, you got all these perspectives, and somehow you can look the things or all things in a different way. It helps you to look it better and easier. And in addition, the city, yes, as you said, it's very small, but I pretty like it. It's a very small city, but surrounded with forests and beautiful landscapes. And I believe that this is a place where you can, study in peace, and the environment is so good for studying. Also, it's so close to Berlin, and you have a chance to find a job there, and it can be an advantage for, financial issues, all this stuff. And lastly, I wanted to study in international environment, and getting to know other people, learning cultures, and also helping me to improve my German language, which is, I believe, it's one of the biggest challenges. Yeah, that was the reason I chose this program at university.
Thanks a lot, Payman. So, if you could give the students, the upcoming students, an advice, especially maybe for non-EU people, what could that be? What advice could you? You are you came here, you managed it. What could be an advice that you give to the non-EU international students?
Yeah, I think the visa process it may take a long time from you. It may last for about 2 months, maybe. Or we have here in case Shavaya, who has done visa for a very long term. I believe that they should, ask international office easily. Don't hesitate to send emails. They got you very well whenever you have a question about, for example, insurance, accommodation, all this stuff. The international office is so supportive and help you during this journey. And the other thing which I would like to, give a short advice about it, try to improve your German language. I know our program only in first semester is basically most of the courses are held in German, but for living here you need to know the language to communicate with other people, and yeah, basically it's the things that I wanted to say.
Thank you very much, Payman. So for the program, I can say that we are already working on it, that we can, let's say, change everything also the first semester mostly to English, but we are working a lot with partners in the industry. So if we go out to the country, maybe also there the people in Brandenburg, they don't talk English. So it's a good point. Also, if you want to work here somewhere, or if you are communicating with your bank or something like that, sometimes you need German, and this helps a lot. But Shagayek, so what was the most difficult step in the application process for you?
For me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, hello everybody, and pardon my voice because I'm so sick and I got a cold. The question, well, the most difficult part for me, and I think for people from Iran or even Turkey, is that we cannot pay easily the application fee we must pay. When we must go through UniAssist, and UniAssist wants an application fee. The first university is 75 euros and then 35 euros each university. We were not able to pay that, and we had to find somebody in Germany or in Europe to pay that for us. That was the most difficult part for me in application process. And yeah, that's it for me. I think the payment gateways need to be actually a bit corrected about this, because they, for example, at least they can accept Troy, which is a payment method in Turkey. At least people can pay from Turkey, because in Iran we don't have Master or Visa card. But in Turkey, I have a Troy card. I couldn't pay with that too, and I had to find somebody, and the deadline was like close. It was like in 5 hours. I had to find somebody to pay it for me, and yeah, that was a bit difficult for me.
Yeah. Shakaya, can you put your mic a little bit? Yeah, better. Very good. Thank you very much. So, if you look back, and I know we talked about that your process was really long and difficult. So do you think the university gave you the help you needed in that points where it was difficult?
Of course, the university was a very big help because I actually, when I had my visa appointment, the interview, it was on 23rd of September, exactly when the semester began. And I needed a late arrival letter from university in 3 days. And university, I'm sorry, really helped me with that. They gave me a arrival letter in 1 day. They helped me a lot with my late arrival because I had an eye surgery and I had to stay a little bit more in my country. They again helped me with that, and they told me that I can come at January 6th. They understood exactly what my problem is, and my visa process took a long time. They didn't give up on me actually, which was really, really, it worth a lot to me. And yeah, and the international office was always answering all our questions, my questions and my concerns about everything, about all the questions, even sorry to say that, like stupid questions. Okay, what should I do now? They were answering, you should do this and go there and do this. And yeah, and this university was a really big help, because I know a lot of universities do not help with this process. I heard from all the friends are doing that, and yeah, I'm so grateful for this experience with Eberswalde University.
Thank you very much. So a last question to both of you. So Peyman is here already since the winter term started, and you, Shakayek, you joined us now for the second semester. You both have experiences in the modules, in being in the class. So we start with Peyman. What do you think is the most interesting experience for you being here now for some modules?
Well, yeah, as you said, I have experienced, I believe, 4 modules here since October when I arrived. Very interesting thing or point for me was, when I was studying in my country, Iran, everything were lecture based. So we have to give exams at the exact time, and yeah. But here we are working in a group. We learn to search about different stuff and try to make a good presentation, a poster. And I believe that whenever someone wants to work in this field or build a career for him or herself, these things can help a lot.
Thanks, Peyman. Shakayek, you only had now, I think, 1 or 2 modules. So what is your experience? What, let's say, surprises you most?
The first surprise, which was also a shock, was German language, because I wasn't that bad in language, but I was really shocked because I couldn't understand that much. And then I was looking at Peyman, and he was saying, "Oh no, it's okay. You will get used to it. Just give it time." And actually, I like the way that semester works here. It's 2 weeks and then we have an exam. I really like it because I haven't seen it anywhere. So it gives us a chance to work because, because of the financial things, we need to work. So it gives us time to work, and also the way that the professors are trying to teach us how to research, how to actually find our way in this field. This is really important for me, that I found in one model that I was.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. This is also a very good point. I will come to it later, that we have the block modules. We have a lot of discussion, or had a lot of discussions. I'm since 10 years, 12 years now in the university. And when I came, I thought this is really good because you have a period of time, let it be 2 weeks or 1 week, and you are only with this module and you can do everything. And after that time, you have the exam, whatever it is, a presentation or a poster or homework, something written, and then it's over. Tuck, and then you go to the next thing. So I think this is a very good way to go deeper into topics. So thanks for bringing that point up. So is there someone in the audience who has a question to our international students at the moment? You can put it in the chat or just talk now. It doesn't seem so at the moment. So then, thank you very much, Peyman and Shakayek. So they are still here. If there is a question later, you can only just put it in the chat. We will look at it. Thank you very much. So then I go ahead. So I come to the curriculum. I start with the first semester. So we have in dark green only compulsory modules. This means in the first semester, it starts in the end of September. We only have compulsory modules because we take students from different disciplines. And this means that we start to build a base for everybody in CSR, in tourism economics, in sustainable marketing management cases, or in sustainability and destination management, or in data literacy, which means you learn to work with data. Then we have the second and the third semester, and the second 4 electives need to be chosen. We have one tourism management project. This is a very big module. You have a lot of time there. You work on cases and problems from industry partner with a design thinking week and special things, how we work here in groups. And then you have here 4 compulsory elective modules, and you can choose 3 of them. This could be social entrepreneurship, this could be nature-based tourism, this could be applied data science in tourism. And this pink one, this is the one current topics, where we put in current topics. A module, for example, could be an excursion that the students organize themselves in this second semester, and in the third semester they go on the excursion. Could be like that. Or this year I am organizing an international student conference here together with our students and the Albanian students. We have a cooperation with Albania. In this third semester, you can also have a project, a practical project. You can have a transfer project, which is more based on research. You can have a semester abroad, and there is also a current topic module. This means you can do something also online. And in the fourth semester, if you're studying full-time, you only have to do your master thesis and a colloquium where we discuss the topics and the research methods and so on, and you get help there for writing an exposé. We have the possibility to go to our partner universities. We have Sardinia in Italy, Cagliari, Sassari, Cagliari, Mallorca in Spain, on the Isle of Baleares, and we have the University Tirana in Albania, and all the programs which we are cooperating with deal with tourism and sustainability, culture, language, in tourism, and especially digitalization data in tourism. This is the full-time curriculum. You can do that in 4 semesters. This means 2 years. And as Shakayek put it before, so we have this blocks, and you have the possibility to also work beside the study program, because a lot of people study the bachelor and then they, after a certain time, they start the master program and they have no support from parents or whatever, the state, and then they have to work besides the study program. You can also apply for the second semester if you have a suitable bachelor degree of 210 ECTS. Or you can do a part-time curriculum. This means you study 7 semester instead of 4, and you do it that you have more time beside for working or for studying German or whatever you need to do. Are there any questions till here? Yes, please. Mutas. Yeah. I cannot hear you. Maybe you type your question in the chat. Can you do that? I cannot hear you. Oh.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Great.
Thank you so much for this session. I would like just to ask about this part that you just mentioned. So I finished my bachelor degree and I sent an email and you responded to my email. So your colleague has mentioned that if I did more than 210 ECTS, I'll be able to skip the first semester and join into the second semester, which will be in summer.
Yes.
But what about the subject that the 5 subjects that you said that are compulsory and that are like the fundamental for the master's program? How can I will I be able to get to know them? How would I be able to because they are very important topics, and I feel like I have the chance to skip, which is good. But at the same time, I would like to learn these topics because I'm sure they will help me in my master's and in my future life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So I just thank you very much, Mutas, for this question. So I hope you can see it. I make it a little bit bigger. So if you, I would always say it depends on what was your study program before. So as the head of the program, I get all the applications and I check what is in your track record from your university before. Maybe there are some people who studied tourism management. They are missing a little bit the sustainability part, but they know how tourism works. So then maybe you can skip some of the modules, but I'm sure that you haven't had something like data literacy because we developed that very new. And it means working with data. Sustainability in destination management is also very special in Eberswalde. We work a lot with certifications and how can we check if a development is really sustainable or not. And the marketing cases is also something where we work with case studies to understand better what marketing could be. I don't know what is your background. There are sometimes there are also people that come to us and they have worked in the industry. This is also a very good baseline, if you know the industry, you have worked in the industry, or you have worked in an NGO or something like that, you know more the sustainability side, but not the industry side. I'm always thinking that you miss the chance if you step in the second semester. You miss the chance to get really updated education, because we are all doing that with a lot of passion. This means, for example, here, this is the tourism economics, digital transformation and ethics. This is, for example, a module for me. You can ask Payman. We had in October, I think it was 13 guests from the industry that deliver really first-hand insights. And I can say that also for my colleagues' modules. So if you ask me, I would suggest not to skip the first semester if it is not really, really needed for you, that you only have, let's say, 1.5 year time or whatever.
Okay, so I'll give you just a small hint of my background. I work in tourism. I'm a hiking guide. I've had for almost 3 years my hiking company in Jordan, and I've been a hiking guide for more than 7-8 years. Okay, so I know the industry very well, and I worked in the industry for a very long time. And yeah, it's I have the experience in the field, but I don't know it like theoretically, let's say, like from the books. But I've learned it throughout the work. The only issue I have, almost I'm getting into an A2 German level, which is okay, but it's required for B2, B2. So for the first semester, which I don't have. And I feel like that's why I was telling you, it's good that I skip, but at the same time, I don't want to skip, because I think I can't learn the language to get to B2 by the time that I join. So I don't know. Yeah, that's.
Because I really understand your situation, and this is not only your situation. We have a lot of discussions back and forth like that. And as I told you before, when Payman said his experience was the first semester was really difficult for him, he had he's joining the discussion. So Payman, maybe you can share your situation.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to say something or share my own experience. I studied hospitality and hotel management. I worked for several years in this industry, but first semester was really interesting. I really liked the models, especially data literacy. It was so fun. I really liked it. And something, if I want to tell you, is that I recommend you to participate or take the first semester, because it gives you lots of data information which is new. It's really interesting. I really liked it a lot. But and about the language, I know that learning Deutsch is not that much easy, and it needs long time. For example, a year for B2 at least. But the very interesting thing about this, program is whenever you have questions from professors, everybody, your classmates, you can ask them in English, and they are super, super supportive, give you, lots of information. Even they, give the permission to give your exam or presentation in English, and it was a big help for me. Yeah, I just wanted to share my experience.
Thanks a lot, Payman.
Thank you, Payman.
Mutaz, is that a little bit an answer to your question? So we cannot take your position, but on the other hand, you now have some more information, first-hand information, and from me the advice, try it. And what Payman said is exactly that what we had the last month. If something is needed in English, you can translate a script. in English or whatever. So the language should not be the problem. Okay, so I go ahead. Thank you very much for your questions. I quickly will introduce some of the professors you are working with. So that's me. I'm the head of the program, and my speciality, my background is more the economic background and marketing, but also social entrepreneurship. And I have a colleague, Martin Balasch. He is responsible for the destination management and for the focus of sustainable destination management. Then we have some professors that are from different other study programs. There is Eric. Eric is very focused on biosphere reserve management, conservation, and on visitor management. And then we have Jens Müller. He's our IT guy, and I'm doing with him, or I develop with him and Luis, the data literacy module. And Jens is also in the applied data science in tourism. He is the professor for environmental big data analysis. And Luis, we also have here someone from Latin America. He is a professor for environmental data analysis and programming, and he is also in the data literacy module. This is Birte. She is the program coordinator, and she is there for all the questions you have. She studied herself in Eberswalde years ago. Now she's a young mother, and she's working with us as a student advisor, but also she's doing research in some projects. So some career opportunities. So we also have that on our website, but I would like to share it a little bit with you. Isabel studied our program. She's now head of communications at Alpenwelt Karwendel. This is in the south, in the mountains. We have Simon here. Simon is a senior research partnership manager at Outdoor Active. Outdoor Active is a very big platform for outdoor activities like hiking and so on. And I did already with Simon together and students interesting projects about, for example, we are at the moment writing a paper together, 2 students. They did their master thesis about the economic impact of hiking on the Western Balkan trails. Very, very interesting idea from Simon, and I supervised it. We have Robert here. He is a consultant for international accreditation at Aquin. This is an accreditation institution for universities. We have Francie. All these are alumni from us. Francie is working in a consultant company, and she is doing trainings for public welfare orientation. Teach It is called the company. And we have David. David is more a tech guy. He's a senior customer success manager at SmartHost. SmartHost is a company. They are doing software for hospitality. And we have Paul here. Paul is working in an protected area management, and he's working in an environmental association. And Dr. Jan Behrens, also people are doing their PhD after the career here. He's working for the Land Brandenburg. This is the area where we are in politics. So let's have a quick look at the organization of the study program. So we start in winter term. We have the introduction days, or sometimes it's a week, around the 20, 25. This year it is the 22nd to 26th. Then we have the start of the lectures at the end of the September, and we start mostly with a 2 weeks block. All the blocks are taught in all the modules are taught in blocks and directly followed by the examination. Normally, the lecture time is we start around 9:30, and we end around 3. There's 1 hour lunch break in the middle. And Wednesdays, the lecture ends at 2 p.m. because we have Wednesday, the afternoon for the languages. The application information, for example, are important. So the period starts now, the 1st of March till the 5th of September, and for the winter, the 1st of December till the end of February. And the application documents, what you should have: a curriculum, your gratification certificate, university entrance qualification, proof of required English language skills or German, and voluntarily a letter of motivation. As I'm evaluating the applications, I would say it's always great to read that, because you understand better what the people try to do with the study program, and you understand better what is their background. So I really found it helpful. Now we come to this Uni Assist, what Shakayek mentioned. The applicants with a master's entrance qualifications from abroad. From abroad means here non-EU, you have to use Uni Assist. In preparation of this presentation, I was there and checked the website. It's a little bit bureaucratic, but get used to that. In Germany, a lot of things are very bureaucratic, but there are also a lot of people who are able to help you. So you should apply via that deadlines, and you should also submit a visa or residence permit with a copy of your passport and the proof of the required German language skills. Any questions till here? Maybe you can also have a look at this email address if you have any further questions. Then write, I put it in the chat, studieren. This means studying at hnee.de. And it is an email address where you can ask everything about the study programs. We also have on Thursday, 9:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m. CET, we have the general student counseling this week, because we have the whole week information, online information for people abroad. So my presentation is at the end, and I would like to thank you for attending, for joining, for your questions. If there are any questions, you can just write it down here now. Some people are writing, so okay. Yeah, the fee. Payman, maybe you could help me. The fee for a student is, I think it's something around 120 euros. No, 343. But it includes, it's per semester, right, Payman?
Yeah, it is with a semester ticket. I believe 170 euros goes to this ticket. You can travel all Germany with this ticket, with train and all they are free when you pay this. And yeah, it's a good option.
Thank you very much, Payman. So I was never enrolled in this university, and the prices are also changing. So I need help from you, the students. So thank you very much. There is mobility included. Yeah, we have a nice Mensa, and I think you have the possibility to eat there for a student price. And also you have a lot of possibilities also when you go to cultures, to concerts, to museums. If you present your study that you are a student, you get a lower price in a lot of areas. Okay, something else what we could answer? Okay, then I would like to say thank you very much and goodbye.